Hi all, I'm Sergi, application engineer at Shining 3D, and I'm glad to introduce you the EinScan Pro HD, our high-definition, multi-purpose handheld scanner, which offers a high resolution for fine details, and thanks to its powerful projector, can better deal with dark and reflective surfaces while offering the freedom of movement of a handheld scanner, a high precision and high resolution. I'm gonna shortly give you an overview of the scanner and what it's included in its basic package. Let's take a look now to the accessories for the EinScan Pro HD. The basic pack includes the calibration board, unique for each scanner, together with the support for the calibration board, a package full of markers, the power adapter for the EinScan Pro HD, and also a bracket for the scanner, which you can use to attach the scanner on a tripod, or also use it on the industrial pack add-on, which comes with the tripod and the turntable and all needed cables, and which is very useful if you want to use the scanner in fixed mode. Additionally, as an extra add-on, we offer the color pack, which can improve your scanning experience by adding textures to your scan. Something new for the EinScan Pro HD is that now you can also include textures in the handheld HD mode. Additionally, there's a power bank which you can connect the scanner to in order to have more freedom of movement, so you don't need to be connected to a wall socket. And finally, to fit all these accessories and the scanner in the same place and carry them comfortably, we offer this case, which is pretty nice, strong, and it also has wheels, so very comfortable, and it has some extra room in case you need to save extra accessories, such as one scanning spray. Well, having said that, let's now do some scans in the handheld HD mode, and let's see the potential and the power of this scanner. To see the capabilities of the EinScan Pro HD, we are going to scan this tire. I'm going to scan only the half top of it, and as you can see, I placed some markers on it, and the wheel, to make it easier to scan, it's placed on a turntable. Well, I have just calibrated the scanner, so we are ready to move on. We are going to test the handheld HD scan mode. I will create a new project for it. And let's talk about the settings that we are going to use for this scan. We are going to use the non-texture scan because there's no relevant texture on the tire. We're going to use the marker alignment. The operation will be classic mode, and we are going to select a high resolution. Let's apply the settings, and let's start the scanner preview. As always, I make sure that I'm within the proper distance, and I'm going to set a convenient value for the brightness. As you can see, although this being a dark surface, the scanner deals pretty well with it. And once we are ready, we can start scanning. I'm going to make sure I scan the object from very different angles and orientations so I can capture as much data as possible. I must say here that the scanning range is large and it enables a very fast scanning experience. Impressive. I will continue. Let's take a look to the results so far. I would say we got a pretty nice scan here. So now I'm gonna generate the point cloud. Well, our point cloud has been generated. And now it's time to mesh it and see the result. And finally, it's done. We have obtained our mesh. As you can see, the details are impressive. This is something only possible with the Pro HD. And well, as you can see, it's plenty of holes, which are the holes that the position of the markers left. And with our software, we can fill them. So let's use the auto hole filling tool to make rid of them. Let's apply the default settings. Okay, that looks better now. Our software could solve filling the holes pretty well. And now we could save our mesh in STL or any required mesh format. But just for comparison, let's now try to scan the same part, but using the high detail mode. And let's see what can this Pro HD offers to us. So we are going to see it right now. Let's take a closer look to those imprints on the wheel. I suggest taking a step back and trying to improve those areas by squeezing the power of the high detail mode. So let's move back to the scan. And first of all, in order to make it easy for us to align the data, the new data that we are going to capture, we are going to save the P3 file, that is the global marker file of this scan. I'm going to create a folder called global marker file, and inside of it, I'm going to save the P3 file. Okay, and now let's say we want to focus on this area here of the imprint, and we want to improve it with the high detail mode. So I'm gonna make rid of it. And we are gonna rescan this area with a new project in high detail mode. Okay, so our edit has been applied and we are good now to start a new project. We are going to use the same settings, but for operation mode, we are selecting the high detail. Let's click on apply. Before that, let's import the global marker file we have just created. And apply. Okay. We can enable the view of project 1 if we want to, and we are going to focus on rescanning that area here. So I'm going to start the preview. And wait until the software finds the markers in the global marker file. And well, you might have noticed that the area of the scan data has shrunk. It's smaller now. And well, this is one of the features of the high detail mode. And well, the purpose of that is obtaining high quality and detailed data. Once you're ready, you can start to scan. Okay, that might be enough. And now it's time to mesh the data, to generate the point cloud, sorry. Well, just with the point cloud, we can already observe an improvement in the detail of the data. Let's display as well project 1. And thanks to the global marker file we used, we can see that data is already aligned. I'm going to clean the data, complete the point cloud generation for both projects, and mesh afterwards. And we will see the results later in the mesh. Well, finally, we obtained our mesh. And let's take a closer look to the area we have rescanned in the high detail mode. The details look so clear and so neat. Let's compare it with the same area but scan it in classic mode. I'm sure you can observe they are not that sharp. So, well, this is one of the benefits and one of the new features of the EinScan Pro. Here you can observe it super clearly, the difference between high detail and classic. Before saving the mesh, we could fill the holes. Well, the holes has been filled. Let's take us some seconds before saving the mesh to appreciate the difference between the results, the different results for each submode. And now we can accept this result and save our mesh. And well, in the next part of the video, I would like to show you some of the features of the EinScan Pro HD we mentioned. And we are going to scan a part using the high detail mode, feature alignment, and with texture. Well, let's now push the EinScan Pro HD to its limits, and let's scan in Handheld HD Scan mode using feature alignment, capturing textures, and making use of the high detail mode. To do so, we are going to scan this statue, our old friend, and I've already installed the color pack on the scanner and I have recalibrated. So we are good to start the project. Let's select Handheld HD Scan mode. And let's create a new project group. Okay, regarding the settings, as we said, we are going to scan with texture, feature alignment, high detail, and let's keep the high resolution. As usual, start the preview, adjust the distance, and adjust the brightness. That looks good. Notice again that the scanning range is very small, and this is what enables this capability of scanning these impressive details. Well, I would say we are good to start, so I'm gonna press start the scan button. Now, thanks to the new projector of the scanner, it's possible to scan in Handheld HD Scan mode with feature alignment with no extra add-on needed, and therefore we can install the color pack. As you can see here, I'm struggling to capture the black bird from the statue, but the Pro HD can deal with that, so I'm gonna increase the brightness a little bit until these dark colors are detected. And now I'm going to continue scanning until I have completed the statue. Well, let's take a look at the results so far. I think the data is quite complete. The scanner could deal perfectly with both reflective areas from the golden parts and dark areas, like on the bird. And now let's generate the point cloud. Okay, so we finally obtained our point cloud. Let's take a moment to observe it. And I think we are going to directly mesh it. finally, we obtained our textured mesh. The data looks incredibly detailed, as we can observe. Let's take a moment to appreciate this amount of details. Well, at this point, we could fill the holes and remap the texture if we wanted to get a solid mesh, a watertight mesh. But I'm gonna say goodbye here, and I hope that you got a good understanding and you could appreciate the potential of the EinScan Pro HD. And please, if you want to have more information about this scanner, visit our website, einscan.com, or if you prefer to contact us, you can do it at sales@shining3d.com. Thank you for watching.